Hello, everyone. It's me, Captain Blueberry Buckaroo, aka Lancer737, and today I'm going to be visiting everyone's Equestrias. And then I'm also going to paint some MLP paintings while doing some rapid fire hypotheses for some random theories. Just some that I'll quickly come up with the top of my head. But without further ado, let's get to visiting people's Equestrias. Don't forget, my friend code is at the top left hand corner. Don't forget to add me. Next is Rubypants. Don't forget to add Rubypants. Their friend code is right next to their name. And here we go. Hello, Rubypants. Here you go. Let's go check out your Equestria. It's very sporadic and random, which I guess is an understatement because that's kind of what I just said twice in a row. But it looks nice. Superhero Twilight. Or Twilight dressed as a superhero, I should say. It does look nice. Oh, of course. Of course, that would have to pop up at some point. At some point. So if I were to pick a favorite spot, for the same reasons I always normally say, it's going to be what's on the screen here. It blends so well, and I love that it's on the outskirts of town. Also was torn between that and this because this also looks very interesting. All the snow covered rocks peppered with snow covered trees, and then you have the best way to describe it. It looks like a haunted version of the town hall, even though that's where all the bat ponies, I can't talk, bat pats, um, the bat version of the bat pony version of the main six live. I'm not sure if it mentioned why it's like this. Maybe in the comics where that happens, it's just dark scenery, and so it makes it look like the town hall looks more evil than normal. Don't know, but it also looks nice. Anyway, Ruby Pants, you did an excellent job here. Happy New Year and have a happy St. Valentine's Day when that comes around. We are in February now. So, yeah, you could be celebrating Valentine's Day by the time you see this. Or not, don't know, but it is around that time. Next is DerpyPie. Don't forget to add DerpyPie. Their friend code is right next to their name, as is PinkiePie. Obviously, not the PinkiePie. And SterryPants. Don't forget to add all of them. Their friend codes are right next to their names. And here we go. Hello, Derpy Now, this place looks very, very nice. This probably is my favorite one as of right now, out of all the ones I've seen today. And I mean, it could easily be beaten. Sorry, it might be beaten, not easily, but yeah, I think this is going to be my favorite place for today. It looks very, very, very nice. It has everything I like in a city. Nice terrain, lots of character, lots of trees peppered in within the city itself. That looks very, very nice. What's on the screen? What's on the screen right there might be my favorite spot. But then again, over here might be my favorite spot also. This has a lot of great locations, that's for sure. Derpy Pie, you outdid yourself. Have a happy new year and a happy St. Valentine's Day. Next is Pinkie Pie. Let's go see what their place is like. It might be crazy and full of sugar, but we're not going to know until we get there. Hello, Pinkie Pie. This place also looks very nice. They have the feature Canterlot Castle. Got lots of cool trees and structures by it. Looks very, very nice. That's for sure. That in fact might be my favorite location within PinkiePie's version of Ponyville. Yeah, they did a really nice job. Again, this is my favorite location. I really like the way it looks. Love all the wreaths that they have, the statues. I wonder if they have their own headcanon for the statue, guard statues, if it's the same as me, where it's like they're all enchanted to defend the palace. So they're not just simple statues. I think they did something like that in Harry Potter, but I swear I did not get it from Harry Potter. Maybe I did subconsciously, I'm not sure. Anyway, Pinkie Pie, you did a great job here. Happy New Year and happy St. Valentine's Day. Next is DerpyPants. Oh, great! I forgot to mark them. I'll get them next time around. So here we go, DerpyPants. They also have a very nicely constructed Ponyville. Look at all those candy canes. Hey, there's a light baby blue candy cane. It's probably blue raspberry. I don't think it would be blueberry, but you never know. Never know. Could also be like sea salt too. That's believe it or not, there's some countries that make desserts with sea salt, and I don't mean like chocolate with sea salt. I mean like they'll have what looks like a blue Eskimo pie, and the flavor itself is sea salt. So I'm guessing it's like some kind of sugar or vanilla mixed with sea salt. I don't know. It very well might not have anything sweet in it or something I'm not used to being used for sweetening. But it is interesting. It's not something I would go for constantly. I guess I think it was in Korea or Vietnam where I saw that. I wouldn't mind trying it once. But other than that, it's not gonna be like something that's gonna top. I don't know, double chocolate chip chocolate ice cream or tiger stripe ice cream. Tiger stripe ice cream is vanilla ice cream that has chocolate fudge in it and Oreo cookies in it. It's extremely good. It wouldn't top like blueberry crumble pie ice cream. That is blueberry ice cream in itself is hard to come by. So it's amazing to find blueberry crumble pie ice cream. I've had that before too. Believe it or not, it's diet ice cream, but it tastes amazing. Um, Now, if I were to pick a favorite spot, it would have to either be this section right here. I just love what they've done with the forested area. Well, I shouldn't say forested. The areas with trees. It just looks really, really nice. Again, it's with the trees. Please don't flame me. I have wooden acting skills. This is a close second. But anyway, DerpyPants, you did a very nice job. And Merry St. Valentine's Day to you and Happy New Year. It's time for some pony theories, some really quick ones. So let me run this by you. How would you feel if it were possible that actually G5 was a prequel to G4? Now, honestly, I don't believe this myself, but I'm just toying with this if it were possible. What if Star Scout and Moonbow are Celestia and Luna before they become alicorns and inherit a kingdom? Now, again, I'm pretty sure this is not true, but what if it were? There are some people that do think, like the Brony notion, that think that eventually they're going to take up the roles of Luna and Celestia. Well, one has to wonder then, is it possible? Because stranger things have happened in the series. What if those two were Luna and Celestia? Other people had thought in the past that because of some production art that they had seen, that Celestia was never born an alicorn, that she was a unicorn originally, and that Luna was oh, I almost called it a Pegasister, a Pegasus before becoming an alicorn. Now, that is just pre-production art. I believe that they got that from. And if you go by the books, that's not correct. But at the same time, the multiverse is very, very, well, infinitely huge. So there is the likelihood that actually did happen in a G4 alternate universe, just not the primary one. So with that kind of reasoning, there is definitely a G5 universe where Moonbow and Star Scout actually are Luna and Celestia before they are Luna and Celestia. Just an interesting thought. Now, another thing that I saw recently, which I thought was kind of interesting, is that there are some people that think that the new main characters are actually reincarnations of the main six. Now, from my understanding, there's only 5 characters, though. So, like, definitely Spike would not have been reincarnated. At least I don't think he would have been. And then one of the main 6 would be missing. And if you want to get technical, that would also mean there's no reincarnation of Luna, Celestia, Starlight, and Sunset Shimmer. Or I guess in a sense maybe there is. It's just that means there's going to be a lot of people missing. Like it could be Applejack and Rainbow Dash that's missing, and so on and so forth. Let me know what you think about that. Now, again, I'm just toying with the ideas. I'm pretty sure that's not it. It doesn't sound right to me, but it's something I've seen people float around as a theoretical idea that could be happening. Let's see. We've already talked about Sombra possibly coming back and some of the other villains. But how would you feel about the villain from Daring Do's stories coming back? And unfortunately, I can never remember his name. He is the ape-like creature that has hands on his tail. Again, you can correct me in the comments down below. I honestly cannot remember his name, unfortunately. But he technically is a very dangerous villain. And the video that I was working on when it comes to theories about the day and night cycle in G5, and the G4 reference I used with him, and he actually had access to an ancient techno-magical device that would force the sun to heat the earth greatly, because it looks like it would lock it into one spot and there would be no cycles because of it. So with a device like that, and I mean, granted, anyone would be dangerous with it. It's clear that he has intimate knowledge of how it works, as opposed to someone's like, okay, I know this is a device that can force the sun to bake everything. Never used it before, so I'm going to give it a spin. This guy knows how to use it. So as long as he knows that device exists, or something similar to it, he would make a very formidable foe. And the fact that he's willing to do something like that, despite the damages it would cause, also points to being an extremely dangerous enemy, whether he has access to something like that or not. It'd be interesting to see him. But why would he be in G5? That's the question. Well, when we saw him, he was there with a cult that looked like they were all obsessed with the sun. So it's quite possible this cult could come there and wreck the planet in the same way that possibly happened in G4. Because I have a feeling that in G4, as I stated before in a previous video, I think it used to normally have a normal cycle with the sun and moon. But something magically interfered with that cycle to such a degree that alicorns were forced to then continue on the cycle. Oh boy, and here's a commercial from Budge Magic. I have a transformer. Join Bumblebee in your exploration of some tiles. Okay, here we go.
Choose your favorite pedestal.
Let's choose a pedestal, shall we? Looks kind of nice. Probably gonna pick that one because I think the gray one blends in too much with the walkways. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Perfect. Time to add our favorite Draconequist to it.
The Draconequist. As we know, Discordos. Don't know why I said them like that. Okay, here's another one. How would you feel about Discord being a G5? It could literally 100% be the same Discord because he, with his abilities, he easily is a multiverse traveler. What would his motives be for being there? Maybe, unfortunately, time has passed and Fluttershy is gone, so maybe it's messed with him. And he's gone back to being a villain, maybe even more dangerous than before. But at the same time, it could be that he's trying to find another Fluttershy and instead finds the new main characters and tries to make friends with them. Whether he's satisfied with what he finds or not, it remains to be seen because, again, he's very, very partial to Fluttershy, with many fan fictions being made with him actually marrying Fluttershy, or at least having children with her. So with him liking her that much, in a sense, it wouldn't really matter if he did like the new main characters or not once he finds them, because it's just not going to be the same. They're just not going to be Fluttershy. So he still might revert back to his old ways, or even worse, he'll stay depressed and things will be, I don't know, destructive. Maybe him being upset will cause constant earthquakes and tidal waves and stuff like that. Maybe it'll make fire rain down from the sky as he weeps because Fluttershy is gone. Don't know. But it is possible something like that could happen. Let me know down below if you'd want to see Discord, a G5 version of Discord. Because also, we could be seeing one that is distinctly from the G5 universe. What he would be like, I have no idea. It's possible the magic was gone for him as well, or maybe not. But odds are, I would say that it is, just because no one is seeing any magics at all. Maybe that in itself would drive him nuts. Just like how this is driving me nuts when I'm having to paint little small things of brown architecture. This is a very complex one, I'm not going to lie. Has lots of intricate designs and very fine details. I was poking at it. It's just like, no, you're not going to paint this. Get over it. Let's see. Okay, there's that spot. Getting so focused on this painting that I forgot to talk about theories. Now there's technically 3 other Draconuses that could show up. How would that affect the story? It would definitely be chaotic. Man, I just can't talk. That would definitely be chaotic. Definitely. Having any of those, because Discord's cousin is incredibly evil. Incredibly. She does not mess around. Can't say too much for Discord's ex-girlfriend. She was dangerous, but she didn't directly come after... Oh, mushrooms. I just saw that now. Flashing. She didn't 100% blitz the heroes either. So, but then again, she does plan a lot. And so you might be in a situation where you think you can get out, but it's no bueno.
Remember, Pinkie can help if you're stuck.
Fine, PinkiePie, please help me here. Oh, of course. It's the mushrooms again. Oh, I had to press that once. Well, that works out. Now I'm just randomly hitting stuff. I just can't find it. Yeah, it's a little bit crazy like that. We're getting really close to the end point. So I think we're just going to focus on this because I don't want to run out of time. Let's do this Bob Ross style. Look at the happy painting. Look at the happy trees. Actually, that sounds more like me than Bob Ross, but whatever. This painting I'm painting from, I think it's from his first encounter with the main six. I could be wrong though. It's actually been such a long time since I've seen any episodes with Discord, excluding the season 9 finale. Had a look at that relatively recently, just not too recently. Okay. Oh, that's his tooth. I don't think it's constantly flashing for everything, but you never know. Just about there. This had a lot of colors, that's for sure. That is for sure. And just one more thing. Oh, there it is.
Great.
Thank goodness. Well, anyway, hope you liked this talk. Let me know if there's any theories on your mind that you would want me to talk about, and I will. I'll check it out. We can talk about it together. Anyway, peace be with you guys, and peace out. Have a good night.